Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now, faking the give, flush to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and 9. Back to throw. Intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Seahawks will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. Yeah, really with it. I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm on the Nico Pixel Twitter.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready, check.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds. Gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Ready. 70, Timberwolf. Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Solid return as they're able to bring him down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Jets first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
Alert! Broncos! Hey! Hey! Check that! Check that! Go!
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3.
Ready! Cougar 19!
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jamin Davis there to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ready! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
We are through 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Timberwolves, Mustang Knights. Here we go, Scott.
Now they'll throw it with Milrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal.
Tag! Panther 60, Panther 6, smash! Let go!
Here's Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall, and they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Another run here with Ball. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Byron Murphy. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5. Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll step up and run this.
Jalen Milrow on the keeper. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Third down and 9.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
From the gun, it's Milrow. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
It leads to second.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set. 19, Charger, 19, go!
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Milrow gonna throw it again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It is 2nd and 6.
Ready? Cavity Lions.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Third and long.
Cowboy 80. Back.
Throwing is Milrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season. That is a dream scenario. The offense can't get the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Get across the 10. That is it. They'll be backed up to start this drive.
Warriors, 70. 79 Broncos. Ready.
On first down, it's Milroe. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
19.
Milroe throwing on second down. Downfield, that's higher. He's got him. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Milroe to throw. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Seahawks build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Nice, Buffalo, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On play action, Milroe. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
That one is complete. is brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Viking 18.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 Lions. Ready.
Play action, it's Milroe. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Milroe. Into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Here's Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now it's Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Here we go, here we go. Back up, smash, smash.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seahawks. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Bates, good, with the extra point. As the Seahawks up their lead. It's now 24-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
On the set. Pass it. Cutting.
Gonna start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Pass it. 6.
On 2nd and 10, Bill. Try to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Got it. Ready? Get it. 6. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Smash.
On the ground, it's Walker. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Okay.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's tight end Mason Taylor. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
That's good.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Handoff. Here comes Hall. Room to run past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 20-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A give. Here's Hall. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Go!
1st and 10 now from the 36. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Ready? Gravity Lions!
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.